For today's episode, we are going to talk about the netiquettes while browsing on the internet.
But before we begin, allow us to introduce ourselves first. I am J. Cristal Bate.
And I'm Micaela Castro. And
Welcome to TTL1.
So sis, did you know that our guests for today's episode are students from Holy Cross of Davao College?
Yes, Sissy. I also heard that they're under the Department of School of Teachers Education, which is pretty much interesting because we also took the same course back then.
I totally agree. I am excited with what they will share for our episode today. So without further ado, let's all welcome Mrs. Glyza Gongub, Miss Kyla Taliktik, and Mr. Jean Keith Dawal.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. How are you?
I'm doing great, and despite of having a lot of activities, I'm still fine and doing okay.
Same with Kyla. I'm also stressed because the deadline of our activities is fast approaching.
Well, we share the same sentiment, but I'm still doing great.
It's good that you're okay, no? Things can be really challenging sometimes. So, do you guys have any social media accounts?
Yes, we have.
Um, how often do you spend time on social media?
Social media is part of my life and my daily routine, and usually I spend 6 to 8 hours depending on my availability.
I spend most of my time browsing on the internet.
I don't really spend that much time since I have a lot of things to do. So maybe around 3 to 5 hours only.
Wow, that's really a big difference now when it comes to the time you guys spend on the internet. Technology these days can be accessed by anyone now, so Sissy, it is really important to know the netiquettes when using technologies.
Yes naman, true. You see, these netiquettes are the basic set of rules that everyone must follow in order to make the internet a better place for everyone. So hearing this, what netiquettes would you guys like to share among other people?
I think the first thing that we must do as a digital citizen is to treat everyone with respect, because these days the internet is accessible to everyone, and it is easy to just disrespect or make fun of others, just like doing some memes. And some people would post anything they want regardless of how it could affect or offended in other users. And I think that is something that every digital citizen must avoid.
That's so true. As a digital citizen, we must really pay attention to how we treat other people in the internet because sometimes what we post could be really damaging to someone.
Also, when we are on the internet, everything that we do can be misinterpreted by others. So, how do you think this thing can be avoided?
For someone who's active in social media 24/7, misinterpretation can be avoided. If, like for example, we're expressing ourselves, we should use proper words or construct it in an orderly manner so when someone reads it, they won't be able to misinterpret the text. For instance, these days, 'di ba, it's not new to use all caps when posting, but some people might thought that if you have typed it in all caps, they'll conclude that you're mad, which is not good. We don't want these things to happen, so all I can say is that we must really think before we click, double check or even triple check it before posting it.
Yes, there have been a lot of changes ever since, and I agree with what Keith have said. Think before you click. Since most users are youths, how should we go about teaching digital netiquettes and avoid cyberbullying?
Well, I believe that schools should really teach these young adults how to act when they are on the internet. For example, having a subject where technology and digital etiquettes will be discussed properly. Through this, youths will be informed or will be taught how inappropriate behavior on the internet is not going to be tolerated in the real life scenario.
So, Sissy, therefore, being a digital citizen is no different to being a real life citizen. We're not in the position to mistreat or bully others just because we're behind the computer screen or cell phone.
Yes naman sis, it's true. We must respect and treat each other with kindness. So I guess that's everything for today's episode. Thank you Mrs. Kaiza, Miss Kyla, and Mr. Keith for being our guests today. Again, I'm Micaela Castro.
And I am Jade Cristal Bate, and this is TTL1. Have a good day, everyone.